Gamescom at... Oh.
Nice one.
Hello again here at Gamescom. We're still in Hall 8 at the THQ booth, and we're still doing the live stream. We've got like 2 more hours to go, and we have some fun stuff for you in store. I mean, you just watched the wrestling match, which had some crazy stunts, so we are gonna play some Stuntfest now. I mean, that was good, right? I'm not alone, of course. I have some new guests. My new guest here to my left, that's Kaspar. He's a German streamer, also a friend of mine. And welcome back, Nathan, the dev of Stuntfest.
Nathan, the only one.
Yeah.
The one and only.
The one here, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hi, chat. This is going as usual. I mean, we're just going to hop right in, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
There was another pun. I'm ready.
Okay.
So yeah, basic controls, right trigger, accelerate, left trigger, brake, and then this is a tutorial section, so as you go forward, if you just keep an eye on the top of the screen, you'll have the next steps for the controls and how to use them all.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Everything we see here is pre-alpha. We're still working on getting everything working and going, so
But for the pre-alpha, it looks fine.
you might see some placeholder assets and some missing animations, but yeah, everything is in the pre-alpha.
Ah, there's the turbo trigger. I like it.
So basically, Stuntfest is an 18-player elimination tournament, basically where you jump into a stunt show and you have to prove that you can drive the best, stunt the best, use in-air acrobatics and gadgets, etc., to be the best of the fest and beat everybody else. And it's a combination of using all sorts of different skill sets to basically beat everyone. If you go over that ramp, you can skip the tutorial.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I can.
If you hold the left one, yeah, you should respawn once you hit the ground.
Okay, I'm too fast.
This is just me personally, but can you not break the plans, please?
Okay, I'm gonna try my best.
Thank
Lena,
you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Be a little bit more careful.
Yes, of course. It's. Oh, there you go, Let's go, you know.
So all the stuff you see ahead of you and all the stuff you're doing now, this is our multiplayer hub. So when you first jump into the game and between stunt shows, you'll get to hang out in these areas, smash up and do all sorts with people. Hold the A button. So
to eject.
Hold it. There you go, yeah. As soon as you release, you'll fire forwards. So this area is where you can play mini games with your friends or just hang out and do all sorts.
Oh! I don't know what I do, but it's going great! Oh my god! I like it.
I feel like this is the perfect example of what it's gonna be like if you're first playing the game.
These are the sort of noises that I hear from like all the new players.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful to see what they do.
Oh, I can
So if you
switch gadgets!
You can, and if you tap the B button,
I jump in.
so then so the idea is that you combine the different gadgets and the injections to get the momentum, summon your car back, and then you steal the lead from people in races or use distance jumps, etc. So what I'll let you do is I'll let you get used to the controls and get used to how it plays.
Okay.
And then once you're comfortable, I'll pop you into a race or one of our many events.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah! But it's
I feel like I would be...
good. But I must take a look at the controls, because you got so many options. I got the jetpack. I see it right now.
So that's if
what
you,
are all the gadgets that are in the game?
So currently from left to right, we have our grappling hook, we have jump jet, we have our hang glider, we have the in-air nudges, and we have our vehicle respawner. So generally the idea would be you'd eject out of the car and you'd either use your grappling hook to maybe hook onto another player and use their speed to launch you forward, and then summon your car as you either slam into them using your car or push ahead. You will then combine it with the jetpack to maybe fly through tight corners or caverns and stuff to get ahead. And basically it's about combining all of these throughout the different events to prove that you are the best of Stuntfest.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I wrong?
So is there even more gadgets that we can
So there's no more gadgets currently.
Okay.
I can't say how many. There are some coming.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm fine.
Same with the vehicles. We've currently got 3 in the game as we speak, but we are hard at work on making sure there's plenty when people jump in first hand.
Oh,
Boost and then eject through that circle.
oh.
There you go.
Oh, shit. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. But I'm not so good with the... I must... controls are pretty hard to learn when you are outside the car. That's a little bit hard for me right now. But I think when I got some hours in the game, I'm gonna do this. Okay, what can I do now?
So you can either keep driving around here if you go right.
Okay.
And then if you just swing right here and then go right, that's our stunt show stage where the stunt shows kick off. So take a right here as well.
Okay. Charlie stage.
And then go straight ahead through the canyon.
Okay.
So this shows how big our hub area is. If you just go straight through there, there's multiple paths you can take here, which is where all the different mini games are. And basically, because there's so many different things that you have to do within an entire stunt show, because it's a randomized set of 8 events, you have to employ the ability to hit targets potentially, the ability to go as far as you possibly can, and all these things. So here is all our targets that you can see. And it's about summoning your car and then ejecting into these target ranges and trying to take them off. In chat, in the YouTube chat, we've been asked, can you build the map? We are working on a tool set creator, but we have no word on when that will actually come, but it is something we would like to get.
So will you be able to put it online and play it with your friends then when you build your own map?
That would be the plan in the future, yes.
That's cool.
Okay. So there's a mini game. Oh, wow. I know don't destroy the plans, of course.
Yeah. I mean, the paper plans you can...
Yeah, okay.
That's
thank
fine.
you, Lena. Okay, what mini games I got here? Okay.
So these are the different target ones that you can try and hit, where you just aim, eject, and then destroy. We've also got like a ski ball. Do you know what ski ball is?
No.
I don't know if you have it in Germany. It's like that big ramp where you have to throw the balls up the ramp and they land in the circles.
That's what they played in How I Met Your Mother a lot.
There we go.
There you go.
Do you have like a word for it in Germany, or?
It's also ski ball.
Ski ball. Oh yeah. So we have an area like that, but instead of a ball, you have your driver that you use as the ball.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
We also have a glider track as well, so you can get used to how the glider works and how you can use that to get from point A to point B. And basically all this comes together to, as I say, improve the skills that you would use in the actual stunt.
Oh, there you go.
As Casper says, when you first pick up the controls, it's one of those things where it's like there's a lot of buttons and there's a lot of things. That's an example of what we're trying to do with the skill ceiling in that. When you first pick up, it's, okay, I'm kind of getting it, and then you have like a eureka moment where everything comes together at once.
Chet is asking how many cars will we get?
I can't say exactly how many right now. I can only say that we are working on quite a lot.
There's more than 3, guys.
There is.
Oh my.
You can seamlessly get back into the car after you jump out. However, if you notice when Casper does it, when he presses B, it will set it on a short cooldown. So it means that you can't continuously do it. If you're feeling comfortable, we can get you in a race.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Can I borrow the controller from you very quickly?
Sure.
Thank you very much. So I will just swap your car out real quickly just to show what we have got. The 3 cars we're currently displaying is our truck, which is our heavier one with a little bit more health, good for destruction derbies. We have our American muscle car, which is good for
that's
drifting,
mine.
etc.
That's my vibe.
You will be using this one though.
Oh my God, that's much better.
That's much better?
Yeah.
And then just to show off different characters, we've got basically the idea behind our characters is they're all stuntmen from around the world that come from all sorts of different backgrounds, from different sports, etc. This one is our delivery driver. This is our granny. This is our stuntman. This is our ballet dancer. And this is our influencer. Anyone that you want to play with?
The stuntman.
You want to play with the stuntman? Yeah, he's my personal favorite.
Yeah, Nate, I know it.
He looks kind of like he could be a wrestler in the ring, to be honest, but I dig it. Chet is asking, how long does it take a player to usually get into the flow of the game?
It generally takes, I would say, about 3 races or 3 stunt shows. Because you have sort of the first one where you see like a selection of different events and you're like, okay, cool, I'm kind of grasping it. And then it has that moment where you're getting used to the controls. The second one, you're then putting into practice what you've already learned, and then it starts to click. And the third one, you're in good practice then, so it's all good to go. Cool. So this one's the straightforward 2-lap race with checkpoints. I will start it in a second. First of all, I'll let you get used to the map a little bit and get used to that car, and then we'll start it.
Okay.
Because we're at Gamescom, we obviously can't do multiplayer, so what I can do is spawn bots. Our bots are very work in progress, so they are very lethal. They will just go through you, but it's a good example of how certain people may drive when playing the game.
Ah, there you go.
So this is a different car, right?
It is, yes. So your car can be destroyed, but to make sure the fun never stops, we've put a different amount of cars around the map that you can use. At the moment, they're all just the truck, but in the future, it'll be all of the cars that you can use, but they're all of standard tuning. So say, for instance, your car gets destroyed, you can then fly through the air, grapple onto one of those stationary cars, and keep going straight away. This works really well in our Destruction Derby mode, because obviously people are going to try and destroy your car, but just because you got blown up doesn't mean you're out of the race. You can then jump into one of the other cars in Destruction Derby, get straight back in.
There's a good question in chat. The game reminds me a lot of Flat Out, which was apparently also developed by Bugbear. Is there any overlap of devs, or was it an inspiration?
It definitely has been an inspiration of ours, but there is no
Oh my fucking
overlap.
God. Let's go.
We've said it we had to point out a couple of times, Powwow is completely independent of Bugbear, but they are a sister studio of ours, of course.
So how does it feel playing it?
It feels awesome. I like the controls. The car I drive right now is not my favorite because the controls...
You can change it again.
Yes, I'm gonna change it, of course. But it's a truck, and you feel it when you go left or right. It takes the time, and it's not my favorite one, of course. But it's my fault because...
if you press B, you'll summon your supercar again.
Ah! There you go.
Have that car until it gets destroyed.
Okay.
So if it gets destroyed and you have to jump into like one of the other ones around the map, you only have that one. If you jump out, you can't resummon it. So it's you have to make like minute-to-minute decisions about how you're playing about things. So it's a case of, do I have the resources to do certain things? Can I still summon my car? Has somebody else taken a pickup in front of me so I can't grab that yet? And you have to constantly think on your feet about how you're trying to get that first place. Through each event, you'll get a certain number of points based on where you placed in the event. And then if you keep above the top 5 or so in the scoreboard, you'll stay in the game. After a while, we'll start eliminating the losers, and it narrows it down to the last one.
Okay, let's start it.
Let's go. Okay, cool.
I'm hyped.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to ask a question in chat about the wrestling. Tomorrow's schedule we'll talk about at the end of the stream at around 7:30. Then you'll know, and then the schedule will be up. I can look in my break as well, so just ask me again in 10 minutes and I can tell you.
Very quickly to answer Rixdorf, we are doing open playtesting with myself. So bi-weekly or so, I gather up a bunch of people from our Discord and we jump into a playtest where I let you have a bit of a hands-on time with the pre-alpha, and we'll have a chat about it afterwards. You can feedback what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, what really was fun and made you smile, and what may have been a small gripe. We're really wanting to be as transparent as possible and get involved with the community with all of this. After all, with games like this, the community is such a key part. We want to make sure that we're making something that not only the community enjoys, but we're proud to make. And I think we have to work as a team to really hit that. So we get a lot of discussions going on our Discord about different vehicles we want. One of the best ones right now being an ambulance and an ambulance driver, which I think fits the game pretty well, as well as different ways of changing up game modes. For instance, Destruction Derby, they wanted to add a King of the Hill sort of area, which directs the flow of the Destruction Derby a little bit more, rather than having people just driving around chasing each other. And we thought that was really an inspired idea. So we always love talking to the community and finding out what sort of skins they want to see, paint jobs, etc.
So guys, if you want to shape the game, hop on the Discord and you can.
Yep.
Discord. How awesome is that?
Discord.gg/Stuntfest. You can chat to me. I'll always be hanging out there throughout the week and sometimes even the weekends if I have the time. And always interested in playing the game with people, new and old.
There you go.
You're getting better.
You see how it starts to click? And
yes. But how can I repair my car?
You can't.
You can't?
You can't. You have a health bar in the bottom right-hand corner. At the moment, the cars are kind of souped up health-wise, so we don't have people playing it just tearing through the cars. Because when that happens, sometimes with the bots
Okay.
will just plow through you, and people will be like, well, my car's gone already. I haven't had a chance to get past the first corner yet. So we hulked the cars up a little bit so they can take a bit more of a pounding.
Oh no.
Ow. There you go.
Oh, did you lose a point in the car?
Yeah, so in that bottom right, you'll only see like -1 or -4 sometimes in this version. Normally, if you take like a front impact at full speed, you'll lose a lot more than just 1 or 2 points.
Okay.
But we wanted to make sure that people weren't destroying the cars too quickly and it ruined their first impression.
So, do you think you're gonna win?
Yeah. Of course.
How hard is it right now? Like, what difficulty level are the bots?
Bots are just medium, yeah. We will are planning to have bots for a pseudo single player mode. We're 100% focused on multiplayer. That's going to be the main aspect of the game. But to allow people to practice, maybe people who don't really like playing multiplayer, we are doing bot-based events, etc. So you can just play against bots instead.
I really dig the music as well.
I'm a big fan of the music.
Was that a big part of the game as well, or was it added in later?
No, our music team have worked phenomenally to really pick tracks that speak to the vibe of the game. A few people are like constantly in flux of like, do we want to add more rock tracks? Do we want to stick with what we've got?
Let's go.
And I think we found like a really nice balance.
Yeah, sounds like it. Could you theoretically do a full round of the map without using your car?
Yeah.
Would that be like efficient?
No.
Okay.
It's about being able to balance the two. If you're stronger at stunts, you'll take like multiple shortcuts. So Casper did mostly the driving there, apart from like through the loop-the-loop, which is a great shortcut through the legs of the eagle. But there's a couple of shortcuts that if you're good at stunting, you will get to use. But if you're a better driver, you can still make really good time just relying on driving, etc. So you kind of have to mix the two. Do you want to try a different mode?
I want to race again, but yes. But do you have different tracks?
Yeah,
because I love the track, and what is hard for me, Lena, is when I go to the left or right, it's pretty hard to get a feeling for the car for the first beginning. But I think when you got some time in the game, you get a feeling for the cars, of course, and for the feeling of the tracks.
Is there like a really, really quick game mode we could test?
There is a very quick game mode we can test, yes.
Okay.
It will be our distance jump. Unfortunately, I can't show you the track today because there's only 2 maps the bots work on, and it's best to show it with the bots to really get an idea.
Yes, sure.
Sorry, could I just pass? Thank you.
But the first impression of the game, I like it.
Good.
I like the controls of the cars, and that you got the option to eject your driver and do some pretty awesome tricks and stunts, and walk around the laps or the racetracks. That's nice, and it's nice to control, of course.
Good.
But the only thing is what I already said. It's hard to get a feeling for the cars and the controls and the driving to the left or right. It's pretty hard for me, but I think I get a feeling for that.
Okay, good. As I say, we are constantly tinkering with the cars and
So
stuff.
take the controller and
course.
play. We're going a little bit over time here, but you seem to enjoy it so much.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So basic one with this, get to the end. As you get to the end, eject, and you're trying to get as far as you possibly can.
Yeah. Ah! Oh. Sorry.
Nice first try.
Okay.
So just respawn, and then do it again.
Ah, okay.
Rixoff is asking, what music will the final soundtrack be like? Like which genre?
That is going to be completely up to the music team, and I don't want to take anything away from them. So once they've got more information, I'll let them
I don't have gadgets in this mode.
You don't. You have to use your acrobatics, and then you see the little drones that are flying around? You have to aim for them, and they'll give you more.
And there you go.
And can you bounce off the balloons?
Can't bounce off the balloons yet, although it's been a very requested feature, so I might have to have a chat with some of the other devs about potentially making it a thing. No promises, but maybe.
It looks so bouncy.
I know, right? And then it's just lulls you into a false sense of security, because then you just
Yeah. Okay. That didn't.
Ow.
You think you're ready to face some bots?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
Any real life cars you would like to be used as an inspiration for the game?
We've already started using some inspiration from some cars, but because those cars aren't in the game yet, I can't give away what they are. But I imagine once we start revealing some of the new cars, you'll probably be able to see what the inspirations have been.
So, wasn't there a way that you could use smoke in this?
Yeah, so all the characters behind you, well, as you go forward, you're constantly projecting a trail of brightly colored smoke. It's used in two different ways. The first way is if you're behind somebody, you can kind of, if you see all the different colors in the foreground, in the background, you can either use it to follow somebody's path if you think somebody's got like a really good direction to go in, such as the pink smoke there. You could follow that player and see if they're hitting the best path. You can follow them, but at the same time, it's going to obscure your view. So it's kind of a risk-reward thing. If you think you're good enough to be able to see through the smoke and kind of see where that other player is going, you can follow them, but sometimes it does make it very hard to see obstacles.
So it gets harder if you play with more people.
Exactly.
Okay, makes sense.
Very quick thing. I do apologize for the random desaturation. That is unfortunately a bug with one of our
That's
bots.
fine for me.
So you
like
can
the
do
game
one more jump, see how far you can get.
Okay, Lena, let's go.
Yes, you can sideswipe the cars next to you. You can do pretty much anything to stop the other players from getting the best score. So if you've got like a really good score, you could effectively try and stop other people from getting good scores.
Okay, Gab, there you go. Oh, that was not
Safe.
No, the stage was. Oh, come on! Damn it.
Good job, though. I think you did pretty well.
I think it's pretty good.
So thank you, guys.
No problem, thank you.
Thank you for stepping by again, for showing us your game.
Awesome.
Good.
I
Thank you
like
so
the
much.
game.
So glad.
When it will release?
Don't have a date yet, unfortunately. We're doing lots of
What?
playtests, so you can come and play it again with me.
That
but
means I play a good game and you don't have a date for me?
you're going to have to wait.
Nate, I'm sorry to say that, but I hate you.
This means we can't be friends.
So guys, if you want to take part in playtesting and get as hooked as Casper just did, join the Discord, discord.gg/Stuntfest, wishlist the game, and thank you for being here. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back with Tempest Rising. See you in a bit.